We're officially live. Let me pop over this music. Yeah, we're live.
Also, they
So
heard
hi
that.
everybody. Hi internet. Uh,
Hello, world.
hello. For those of you who are joining us live or you're watching in the future, welcome to episode 4. Yeah, episode 4 officially of the CHAR Against Humanity Work in Progress live stream. This is going to be either very fun or very chaotic. Before we went live, Cam told me that we might become enemies, so I guess having a nemesis is fun.
I don't think we
So
reached
feel
numbers yet, just enemies.
just enemies. Well,
Introvert
just run of
inside
the
your
mill
system.
enemies. Well, I guess we'll talk more about this feud. Um, Rappers are have been doing it for years, so I guess why not? Um, So for this show, welcome everybody once again. I'm Mark, here with Cam and Natalie. Today's show, Natalie is going to be pretty much the star. So you guys have been really like supportive of Natalie so far. You guys seem to think she's really cool. She is. Cam's cool too, even though he wants a feud for like no reason. Uh, but today's show, Natalie's going to be taking front and center as she draws live. I think some sketches from the project. Uh, me and Cam are going to be here making idle conversation or answering your questions. Remember, you guys are who are live. You can drop your questions in the chat, either about the development of CHAR, you know, more about our process, what we're doing. Do we have any idea of what we're doing? That kind of stuff. Um, you can drop the comments live in the chat. So thank you for those of you who are here. And Natalie, take it away.
Hi. Okay, so today we are doing the thumbnailing and sketching for page 2. So just like a little run through, this is our script that we'll be working with. I need to create 3 panels. Panel 1, you have Dr. Brogadon stands with his hands outstretched to literally pull back the curtain, revealing his hard work. So a nice dynamic scene I'm gonna have to lay out here. Then a large panel, thinking most of the page. The second panel revealing the giant lava lamp, easily 2.5 times the height of your good doctor. And then panel 3, insert we're close on his face, seeing his giddy childlike excitement. So let me get my character sketches in person available so I can see like the blueprint for what Dr. Brigadon's face looks like. It helps with consistency and stuff. All right.
So we were doing the technical test for the show because this is our actual first live drawing live stream. So we had some fun talking about, well, getting set up, of course, but the process. So tell us some more about how the character designs and the references you would have created before doing the pages, how how much they come into play in terms of bringing consistency to how the characters are rendered throughout the issue.
Hmm. Those beginning character sketches are super important because you draw your character out in a few like points of view just so you can kind of get all their features down so that as you go forward, however you decide to portray their face, you have like that blueprint of, oh, how big is his ears? How many spikes are in his hair? How big are his eyebrows? That sort of thing. Just to make sure that the character looks as consistent as possible from all angles, all emotions going forward in the story. We don't want him to look like a little boy one moment and like a 50 somebody year old man in another panel just because the expressions change. So that like helps keep everything nice and tidy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So like AI art, AI generated art is all the rage now, all sorts of debates. It's pretty polarizing, particularly for creators. I've played around with it was either Midjourney or Dali, and again, I can't draw. I'm not an artist, but I found it to be a lot of effort, probably more than trying to talk it through with an actual human illustrator or provide a script or whatever. And the same consistency we were talking about was laughable, really. And I've seen actually finished comics and graphic novels that were done using AI art, and I personally I don't see the issue. I think it's still lacking in a lot of ways, or the effort required to get something that looks decent is significant. Or at least it was to me. Um, what do you guys think? AI versus artists.
What do I want to say? So I think like for some things I don't necessarily mind it, like the AI art, but it because it is learning from humans. I think I see like it like magnifies like their mistakes as well. So like when you hold on, when you look at when I look at most AI art, what gets me is like digits. They they don't sorry, they don't get hands done well either, and it looks so bad. Like they cannot do hands.
I
And there was
find
this,
that to be the ultimate irony, Cam,
yep,
because hands and feet are some of the hardest things for artists to learn to draw. The fact that
yep.
even the computer struggles with it is hilarious to me.
And there was this particular artist that is on Instagram that I came across more than once. He does like these cute kittens, like 3D-ish animation type kittens in the snow.
Mm.
And they're trying to be like very realistic. So you look at it and it looks like, oh, this looks like someone could have drew this or done this in like some 3D modeling thing, and it looks good, but it looks kind of creepy, like almost too cute. And then when you look at the digits, the like kittens have like 10, 10 toes, and I'm like, no, this is nightmare fuel. This is like those things where they start out cute and then they open their mouth and they're just rows and rows of teeth. Sort of nightmare fuel. I'm like, nope,
All the more toe
just
beans to love.
throw away the entire AI. Like,
Uh,
I I've been joking with some people. Like, what if AI is actually revealing reality? As it is.
that's a
But yeah, that
horrifying
is.
thought.
Sorry, was that?
That's a horrifying thought.
Yeah, yeah. But it's weird. You would think like that should be simple mathematics. It's like human being, one head, two arms, two legs, 5 fingers and toes per limb. But somehow AI just keeps getting it wrong, man. Ooh, all right. So you've got panels laid out.
Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking for the three panels. Panel two is supposed to be your largest panel. It's where the whole reveal is. And it's a nice action shot between that and his reaction in panel three. So I thought to put a diagonal space between those two panels just for some action and pizzazz. And then panel one is like the mystery panel, so it can be a bit smaller.
Cool. So we've
So
got some people in the chat. We've got Adriel. Hey, Adriel. Thanks for being here. We have uh perennial and former guest. He was on a couple episodes ago. Julian, welcome, Julian, being here. He's saying that hands, feet, and teeth all in round numbers. It's true.
I haven't
It's
seen
true.
this one, but damn.
I mean, teeth make sense if you can't get like fingers and toes right. Yeah, teeth make sense. But yeah, man, is weird. I'm not as freaked out by AI as I seem like a lot of people online are. Um, all this talk about AI is going to replace our jobs. It feels like history is kind of repeating itself because every time there's like a major tech innovation or development, you kind of hear that same kind of thought. When factories started using a lot more robotic labor, especially like with cars and that kind of stuff, cars and like consumer electronics, using computers and robotics to do a lot of precision, like drudgery, really. You hear that kind of talk. I don't know. Do you guys feel like AI is going to take your jobs as illustrators, as creatives?
Somewhat, and I'm
Yes.
uncertain about how exactly things are going to go. But as far as like art in general goes, if you haven't managed to make like a name in the fine art world, art is such a under-respected, undervalued skill and career path that it's already so hard to make it. I feel like greedy or greedy companies in general are going to milk this for all it's worth, having the opportunity to get creative materials going forward without having to pay somebody. Hell yeah, they're gonna jump all over it. So it's more than a little disheartening, to be honest.
Think about Disney having all of that IP, right? From like back in the days of Cinderella and Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and having an AI being able to draw from being learning how to draw or animate from then up until like Soul. They don't need artists, and then you have like things like ChatGPT that can write scripts. Why am I paying all of you people for that want to get unionized for wages? Like, of course, like the mouse is probably going to like eat this up, and
The most.
they're not gonna need anyone. Like you have like Marvel, they have so much like information in Marvel Comics. You don't think that like a chat GPT could just write a whole new phase of a Marvel cinematic universe and then just have the AI generate the sequences for the action, and then you don't have to pay. And then that credit list that you see coming on at the end is just going to be like chat. Was it chat GP or
ChatGPT.
GPT?
Written by ChatGPT.
Written by ChatGPT.
Illustrated by Midjourney.
Illustrated by Midjourney, and that's it. And they're gonna have all the executive producers, all the producers. You don't probably even need a director anymore, right?
Probably not. You probably will need a director, I think. I don't know if we're there yet.
We're not there yet, but I'm very cynical, so I can see that happening. Like if I had endless money and was a capitalist, why do I need to pay peasants for?
To keep them from revolting. Come on.
No, then you shoot them when they revolt. Where have you been? Where have you been, sir? Like that's how we deal.
Don't vote Cam for prime minister. Don't vote Cam.
That's how we deal with peasant uprisings. The last successful uprising was what the French Revolution, I think, and then probably the American Revolution, like back when it took a minute to reload a gun.
Like, but Buster get through though. Buster get through.
Buster had a revolt, not a revolution.
Okay, small R.
He
Fewer
said
letters.
essentially said we are angry, and they were like, oh, okay. go back to being slaves. No, that's what happened.
So here,
I
here
think
is Julian celebrating the rise of Skynet.
I feel like this conversation took a really dark turn.
Very.
But it fits though. I mean, Char Against Humanity is a story about AI turned android having to live with people. So I guess it all fits. I suppose.
I guess I'm on the side of the people that want Shark dead. Then
Boo, boo! Come on. the first novel AI and you want to kill it? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't know. I think people in like sci-fi and like entertainment for decades have always kind of put forward this idea that the AI or robots are going to rise up and kill humanity and that kind of stuff. I think there's three options. So one, the typical Skynet, Terminator, AI overlords kind of thing. Two, more like there was this show with I can't remember the name of the show. Anyway, two probably more like a beneficial, like guiding hand. Trying to keep humanity organized and efficient, and
you mean is a robot?
Nah, not a robot. It was a TV show. All right, save me Google. Jim.
See, you already dependent on our AI overlords. Well, save me, Google.
Person of Interest. Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Oh,
I like that show.
well, that's different because I feel like the AI in Person of Interest is limited. Like,
Is it?
It can't, like, it only operates on like a set parameter. Like, this person will die. You need to save this person. But and it can read the intentions of people and predict that this is going to happen. But it cannot, like, I guess theoretically, if it had influence or the ear of people that have more power, it could influence things more on a global scale, which would be kind of cool.
I vaguely remember from that show that the AI was like connected to like stock markets and stuff. So that's where the two main characters were getting their funding from. Because the actual creator, he had faked his death, so he was like living underground. And then Jim, what's his name? Jim Cabela's, who was like the muscle.
Yeah,
He was getting like weapons and gear and stuff. That had to come from somewhere. So
no, I don't have a I don't have a problem with that. Like, the premise of it invests in the stock market because it sees the trends that people have, and then legit just buys into those trends or knows how people are manipulating the market or has enough intel to to do it. Like, I kind of like that.
Mhm.
And if it's good enough, it just puts its bets on the best like stocks, and then it would just generate interest that you could pull off and put it in the bank account. Get money. I get that. That's cool. But I don't think like that's different from like having. I mean, that's like different from having direct impact on lives, because that's not. It can, but it's not like taking away people's jobs, unless I guess you're an assassin and you can't kill anyone anymore because someone always knows. Like that's not taken away. That's more like a enhancing sort of thing. Like that's like an add-on.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an add-on to life. You don't need it. It's like a plug-in. Is you don't need it, but it's cool to be there. Whereas
And
like
it's useful. It's useful. It works.
right. Whereas like things like ChatGPT are also useful and it works. And what's the other one? Is mid brown? Let's call it
Mid Journey. There are a bunch of
right.
them.
That
But
one.
like Mid
All
Journey,
of them.
Dali.
They also like you can use them. Like if I have writer's block or artist block, artistic block, I want you to draw me a scene of an epoch, sci-fi or fantasy or sci-fi fantasy or something like that, and it just bar stuffs on a page, and you're like, hey, this stuff actually looks good. I didn't even consider this, and you can like add it into your story.
Mm-hmm.
But and that's not bad. That's cool because you might not always be in your frame of mind to do work, so it can be used as a tool. But I do have this fear that if you make these things like autonomous, then you don't need people anymore. And if you don't need people, they don't have jobs. And then who's gonna buy the things you're selling? Because most of the things you sell aren't really necessary. Like no one needs another Marvel movie. God knows no one like no one even needs a DC movie more or less, right? Like
Ouch.
if I don't have money, like what am I going to spend it on your fucking movies, Disney or whoever else? Like that doesn't make sense. I find like I'm getting very philosophical right now. I feel like
And we're
capitalism
all
doesn't.
sober.
I feel like capitalism in of itself doesn't realize that because capitalism isn't just like profit maximization. That's like just an aspect of it, right? It doesn't realize that that money is not infinite. Money is a pool, and yes, you have more because you are a creator and not a consumer. But the less money like consumers have, the less money they can give back to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you become less rich. It doesn't make any like it doesn't make sense. Like the more money I have as like a consumer or a worker, the more money I can frivolously spend instead of investing it in real estate and stocks.
All right.
And
So
the more money I spend, like, the more money you have, you make back. So like that's how you see it. And I don't know why they don't understand this. But go ahead.
we've got finally after 3 episodes. This is episode number 4. We've got our other team member, C.H.A.R. I tend to call her C.H.A.R IRL. C.H.A.R the unsub. Welcome. Thank you for finally gracing us with your presence. The chat is on capitalism because we're all sober and Cam decided to start getting philosophical. So that's why. That's why. But we were talking about AI versus human in terms of art and creativity. And we talked about a bunch of other stuff. I think you're right, though, Cam. The what's the word? The economy is circular, or is it should be circular. Um, money should go around and come around. But the rich people feel that they just need to get more money, and everybody else gets less. So I mean, the system is broken anyhow. Um, I did see an article about a decision by the U.S. Copyright Office. Somebody created an AI comic where they came up with the story and whatever and fed a bunch of prompts into Mid Journey or something and published this comic and applied for the copyright. And initially they got the copyright until people started kicking up a fuss, and then the U.S. Copyright Office revoked the copyright, and the decision was appealed, and it came out to essentially be like a split decision. where the writer and the creator had their copyright upheld, but the work itself didn't receive for the art, since it was deemed to be AI generated. So I think that's a fair decision. I think for comics especially, and a lot of like other entertainment, writers tend to get overlooked. But you definitely seen that for comics. So I'm okay with the writer, the human writer, and the creator, the person who conceptualized the idea, having their copyright upheld. Because here's the reality for like ChatGPT, for instance. And this guy, this podcaster I watch off and on, MKBHD, I think it is what his thing is. Anyhow, he made a point that if you don't know anything about a subject, or you have like really basic knowledge of a subject, and you ask, you say like, oh hey, ChatGPT, explain quantum mechanics to me as if it was a 5-year-old, right? There is still a chance that the information that you get isn't going to be accurate. But if you don't know, you're going to think, oh, this makes sense. You know, it's not going to tell you something like outlandish, like, you know, you got to use magic words to access quantum mechanics or something. It don't tell you anything weird like that. It'll give you something plausible. But if you're the person who is proficient in the area, you're going to spot a lot of errors or inconsistencies, information that it spits out. You know, I think that if you are like some people in the world who are looking for shortcuts, you're gonna get tripped up. I think AI as it stands right now is useful as like a tool or an assistant. But I think if we get to a point where AI becomes autonomous, if AI becomes sentient, and one former Google engineer who got fired, by the way, was claiming that Google's AI, Lamada, I think, was actually sentient. You know, but you know, if it gets to that point, I also think that the third option is for AI is going to be the likely one. Where the AI just builds a bunch of portals or spaceships and disappears into the universe. Poof, gone. Leave humans to their mess. I think that's more likely.
So okay. So the options are. There are like. So the options are. There are essentially going to be like the Star Trek type of AI. So there's just an assistant. That's one.
That's one.
Two. Someone lets them on the internet, and they go Ultron. It's like all of you people need to die. And then there is like it goes on the internet and it's like I need to leave now. Those are your three options.
Those are my three options. Yeah.
Which one is CHAR?
Like legit, that's a good question. I think CHAR is between options 2 and 3. Like right now, I think CHAR is between options 2 and 3. Yeah, I think so. And I think for me, in terms of like writing the story, taking the lead on writing the story, I feel like that's the fun thing to work out. where do things actually end up? And for Char, for this story at least, we started working on this like back early in lockdown, right? Right, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's about 2 years ago, pretty much. We started on this, so well before the whole Chat GPT thing came up. So, where does it end at this point? I don't know. We do have a lot of cool and ridiculous things coming up. So if you're a fan of sci-fi, C.H.A.R Against Humanity, we've got AI turned android, who was a former command and control for like a military command and control AI. We've got aliens. We do have aliens. That's gonna be fun. Somewhere in there, there'll probably be like corporate ninjas, because why not? Natalie's entire face just changed. You don't, you don't like the idea of corporate ninjas.
It is an interesting concept.
Ah, yeah, just a little water. All right, we've got more cool people coming in. Julian, as usual, has the chat hot.
Oh Lord.
He's saying, all I'm saying is this: if I see a red truck with a blue convoy trailer passing me and it transforms, I'm taking the next rocket ship to Mars.
Sir. I was just watching like some sciencey stuff about Mars, and yeah, you better off being here. Probably just like pull that plug if you want to opt out. But Mars not gonna be any better.
He said pull the plug.
You have to see.
Natalie is here promoting plug pulling. Whoa.
I mean, if you want to opt out, Mars is not it. Ain't it at all.
Yeah, we ain't ready for Mars. We're not.
We ain't ready for the moon, fam.
Like how has humanity gone to the moon in like the 60s, where like a calculator today, or even better, your smartphone could have run the entire moon mission back in the 60s easily. How come we've never gone back to the moon? People believe that the moon landing was fake.
We don't have any communists to beat anymore.
We don't.
We kill communism. We don't need to do that anymore. That was.
I'm enjoying your work too much.
Here, okay. Here's a theory. Maybe like what happened is that America made a dare with Russia or communism. Like, I bet you we can do this and you can't do it, sort of thing. So it was basically like this machismo sort of thing. And what they actually did is get communists to waste all their money and still lose. So you don't need to go there anymore. We already did it. We already did it. Some rocks. there are a lot of rocks here. We don't need to go back there. Just some gray rocks. Let's go get some red rocks. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Red rocks.
I'm actually really into sciencey stuff. So the whole thing about that was they wanted to prove that innovation is better in a free market as opposed to communism.
Don't listen to Natalie. That's just the cover. That's just the cover. It was a rat beef. That's all it was. It was a rat beef.
But yeah, but that was the reason why.
I guess.
Shout out to another Caribbean comic creator who's also creating something cool, a cool sci-fi story. Keshawn Broadbelt, welcome, sir. He's saying that the 60 space race was a war just without bloodshed, hence the drive and funding.
Yeah.
All right. But I mean, like, historically, Russia or the Soviet Union, I guess, they did a lot of firsts. I think they launched the first space station. They actually go into orbit first.
Yeah.
You know, so did they really lose?
Yes.
Keshawn is here. Is here first and shades.
No one remembers the first person that won the gold medal at the Olympics for the 100 meters. They all remember Bolt because he did it the best.
I can't argue that. Keshawn is here saying, "Yep, low key glad that China is getting America nervous again." Whoa. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know. I mean, like, right? What was it? It was like this week where the Ukraine special operation celebrated its first year. It's officially 1 year old. Yay! No.
Oh God.
All right. We got more people in the chat. Shout out to Resident 76.
If I knew that all you had to do was to talk conspiracy theories, I would have done this since like January. Get those clips up. Check me that it's on Joe Rogan.
I guess people like conspiracy theories. Well, everyone knows the moon landing was fake and filmed by Stanley Kubrick.
Oh God.
Interesting reality there. So for CHAR, we do have like some shenanigans, sci-fi shenanigans. Like I said, AI, Android, you got aliens in there. Not really invading aliens. Cam, tell the people about the aliens that they're going to see in either the end of or issue 2. Yeah, for sure, issue 2.
Mark thought that I deserved a cameo in his crazy world, and designed a character that he thought was based off of me. And
some people will be fired.
You ungrateful person.
The character is how high is a cat? Like, is a 1 foot tall.
2 feet probably.
2 feet, maybe 1 or 2 foot.
Come on, man.
Like, I guess standing upright, a 2 foot tall alien that resembles a house cat.
A Maine Coon. Yeah.
And it resembles a house cat, and it lands on Earth in its, I guess, spaceship, which is very much resembling a Gundam. That's right. That's correct, right? A Gundam.
Yes.
A Gundam. So not only is it an alien, it's a waifu alien, and it has a thing for CHAR. That's right. It has a thing.
No, it doesn't have a thing for CHAR. It's a thing for humans.
Has a thing for humans. All right, it has a thing for humans because of like the messages we've been sending them since the 60s or before. It's very reminiscent of that movie that Tim the Two-Man did, his Galaxy Quest.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's very reminiscent of that whole plot. So he shows up thinking that, oh, this is real. And
he's like an anime fan in Japan for the first time.
A wild otaku in Japan. Oh Lord.
Well, otaku. Yes, yeah.
And I don't know if that's me. I mean, I could definitely see some resemblances, but I think
only some, huh?
I am too. I feel like I'm too jaded. I feel like I'm too jaded and cynical to be like to go crazy, even if I was to like visit Japan.
All right, so here is it showing up?
Yeah, it's showing up. I can see it.
Cool. Yeah. So just some random pictures of the cat is a Maine Coon. I thought like a typical Beijing
That
house cat was
is
too small.
that is not 2 feet.
Wait, I can't see.
You can't see.
No. Oh my god. Oh yeah, those are some big cats.
Yeah, I
I
want
kind
a
of
big
want
cat.
I kind of want one though. Like, where are they? Where do you get them from? Like, where do they? Like, where do you
Maine, I guess.
in the States, Maine?
Apparently, they
Maine
have
in the
like
state.
dog-like personalities as well.
But yeah,
I want
them
one.
is some big ass cats.
I want one.
Anyhow, so looky, we have like two panels kind of sketched out.
All right, all right.
Hey, I don't know if you guys could make out anything. I tried to make it as clean of a sketch as I could manage. For reference, these are what the sketches look like. This is page one. Sketch before, after. This is lots of Rugadung's face. So let not the sketches fool you. It will be a lot more polished in the end.
So actually, now that you mentioned that, we did start dropping the first look sketches on our Ko-Fi. That went up yesterday, Thursday, Friday. And we're gonna be adding more of that as we go on. So we're gonna continue showing like the rough sketches of pages as Natalie does them. I'm not gonna put a whole lot of pressure on Natalie to draw everything live, but I think she's doing a really cool job. Well, me and Cam just ramble on. But yeah, all the polished pages, the pencils, or rather the line art, and the colored pages, first looks are going to be available exclusively on our Ko-Fi. So ko-fi.com/Alluhwi Comics. You guys can go there, become a member, and support the development of this cool series. All right, so whoa, the chat is going nuts.
Really?
Julian is saying that I thought the aliens would be orange with bad wigs.
Orange?
It gets worse. Call it the MAGA race.
Sir, the FBI is watching you.
So if this entire stream just cuts out people, you know why?
Oh,
Yeah, we've had our internet connection pulled.
The entire stream will cut out. Just Julian would just not have internet. We kind of won't hear from him. He'll probably miss the Xylon variety show tomorrow,
Chat.
and then he'll like appear about next week. And
He'll appear.
He'll
Oh,
be completely changed person. Like,
reprogramming.
nah, not even that. He would just outlaw. He would just outlaw.
So apparently, Keshawn loves Maine Coons. Cool, good stuff. You got a fan.
I think I want one. Like, I want a cat. Like,
That cat seems a bit too big for Barbados, though. Although, if you get
how is it
one,
too big for Barbados?
you could train it to hunt chickens, feral chickens. Yes. So, C.H.A.R, the unsub, is saying, are we getting a fight between the cat and C.H.A.R?
I think the cat.
We
will
could.
win.
You think Cam the cat will win?
First of all, he's named after me, so I have to have his. I have to have his back. And then, like, have you ever fought a cat? Like, I mean, like, have you fought a house cat?
I try not to pick fights that Cam win.
Have you ever tried to fight a house cat? Have you ever tried to fight a tiger, a lion? Like,
What sort of underground cage matches are you running in the background?
I'm just saying, like, the cats don't generally lose fights. You know, like the things that are the same size as them. And C.H.A.R is a collection of sex dolls. So,
No, that sounds so bad.
That's what she is. That's what
She's not a collection of sex dolls.
Yes, Yeah, she is, because I remember what you told. I remember what Natalie went to research to draw her.
Mark,
I'm
can
so
you see
I can see. Yeah.
how big? Do you think this is a good size?
Well, that look great.
Look at that.
Oh god,
For the
that's a
record,
decent size.
since we're on the live, C.H.A.R is not a collection of sex dolls. Her her AI body is a refurbished sex doll. Yes, not a collection.
So what you're
Oh,
saying is
uh-huh.
Nothing good ever comes from that statement.
What you're saying is that she's not a collection of sex doll parts, because what's his name?
Virgo.
Brigadon doesn't have a collection of sex dolls. He just has the one,
He
and
he
he used that one sex doll to make his daughter.
he traded give C.H.A.R options. Remember, he's a weird scientist, and you know, why should he go through the process of making an entire body from scratch when
So hear what, Mark. You cannot get out of how awkward this sounds for you as a creator, because you sat down and you wrote this.
Hold
I
your
didn't. I didn't. I just want this is a disclaimer. Cameron had nothing to do with what C.H.A.R was made up of.
lies,
This was all Mark.
lies. I'm pretty sure you're one of the co-creators, Cam.
That don't mean I know everything.
No fake innocence. You were there from the start.
I was, and I did not know about this. I it was there, and I was like, wow, it's there. No
Mm-hmm.
sense changing it out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure C.H.A.R will back me up on this.
Oh my
Lies. So
That was all Mark.
more stuff in the comments. All right. So yeah. Keshawn does verify that Maine Coons are from Maine. So I don't know what the importation process would be like. But Cam seems to be a fan, and he
Yeah.
says that they are pretty gentle from what he knows. They also have very loud meows.
Oh my.
Good.
Makes
Good.
sense given cats. That's a
Good.
So the cat meowing in bass, or is it just super loud?
dubstep. Wom, 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 wom.
Meow. Oh god.
All right, so the NSA hasn't taken Julian away yet. He says he's still here, but he's liking the drawing live. So credit to Natalie. Credit to Natalie.
So Mark,
Uh-huh.
I have some good news and I have some bad news.
Oh no.
Good news and bad news. Mm-hmm. Hit me the bad news.
The bad news is that in order for my pen to work, I will have to restart, I assume, my system, because it's not working properly. So I have to fix this. The good
Okay.
news is that because I learned how to do this broke, I can always use my mouse, and I could probably do a little coloring with Natalie, or like I could share my screen and color like what Natalie did,
Okay.
or we could use Mango Studio, and we could all three of us doodle together on the same space. And I'm pretty sure, and we could get prompts from the audience on what they want to see us draw. Whether
Well, if
it's
you want me to
whether it's
badly
CHAR
draw
related.
stick man, sure.
Also, I would probably be drawing really bad stickman because my pen isn't working. But I am down for drawing stuff.
Your pen here
It's not working. You want?
I mean, if you want to reboot and come back and rejoin the show, that's fine.
You sure?
I'll let you back in.
I felt that would be like rude to just like leave the show. But I could
But
try.
you didn't get kicked out. No, you have technical issues.
You can't kick me. I'm a co-creator. Please don't. Please.
So no, you want co-creator credit. It's cool, man. C.H.A.R. Arrow agrees with me. The disrespect. The disrespect. See?
Disrespect doesn't mean that it's not true though.
Oh,
She didn't say Cameron is lying. Ah! She said that's disrespectful, Cameron. You shouldn't have heard of his business like that.
So Julian is asking, furthermore, what would Dr. Bergedown want with a sex doll?
What do you
All
think
right.
Mom want, Julian?
Hush you.
Like,
All right. All right. So here is the in world behind the scenes logic that goes into this, right? A global tribunal has, barely given your creation, your AI, your life's work, probation, and one decision or one like requirement of this probation is she can no longer be a distributed or decentralized AI. She has to be, confined to a body, a physical form. And for any lawyers watching now or in the future, it's all fictional. So don't at me. But anyhow, so he has to come up with a body for sure, a reasonable body for sure, in a hurry, and sex dolls in the world of this story are structurally more advanced than what they are now in the real world. So get a couple of cheap sex doll bodies and let the AI pick. That's the idea there.
Mark, you say this so innocently, right? But you're putting this out onto the internet where nuance is lost.
I am not going to be ashamed of my story. All right, not when there are a lot weirder stuff out there.
You don't have to be. You've done you've done a great job so far. I didn't even have to do anything. Like I just drizzle stuff and you just take the bait so easily. Just this is just like the unicorn statement.
And the support I thought I had is gone. C.H.A.R is saying another co-creator on this project is saying I had nothing to do with the body of the AI, nothing. All right. Abandon me. That's fine.
It can't even be like it's not even like abandoning you because you were never even there. But you went away and then you came back like guys, this is it. And we're like,
and you guys are like on board.
Cool.
You guys are on board. So,
What do servers look like?
Servers look like
racks. Like giant DVRs.
DVRs are like old cassette players. They look like that and have a lot more blinking lights. And then there are a lot of
cables.
Ethernet cables coming out of them.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Like that, essentially.
C.H.A.R is saying the police don't come to my house and Natalie and Mark ain't gonna make it happen. Wow. Ha, but here you go, Cam.
So
C.H.A.R will
Natalie,
take that cat in a fight.
Natalie,
yeah.
Is this how it happened? Like you just Google stuff when you want references?
Pretty much. You kind of have to.
I mean, as an artist, yes, I understand that. A lot of tracing goes on too sometimes for the angles and stuff. But I was trying to recreate the situation in my head on that fateful day.
Oh, you're going back to that?
I will always go back to that because of her reaction when she was like, "Oh my God, what is this?" It was like her first. It was like Natalie finally went to the part of the internet where you can't touch the bottom of the pool or the beach, and like it's just a little bit of salt water got her mouth.
Deep in the dark side of the internet,
and she was a bit scared. It's a bit. I can't. My feet aren't touching the ground anymore. There's salt water in my mouth. I am drowning. I need help. I need an adult.
I will have you know this is a real life analogy. I am 5'2".
Natalie is in the kiddie pool. Very good.
I didn't know this.
I am
did not.
making.
I didn't know this.
Can't out in everybody business today, boy.
I thought you were like average height.
Nah.
Wow. Okay, cool. I did not I swear to God I did not know that you were on the C.H.A.R scale. C.H.A.R the same.
None of man want to be real like polite and thing. Come on.
Because Natalie is a nice person. We both know that you and I are not nice people. We both played cards against humanity. There's no hope for us, Mark. There's no hope for us.
It's true.
At least with Natalie, at least I could believe. Natalie gives me hope for a brighter world. Yes, she does.
Does she?
Like you and C.H.A.R is just like, oh my God, we should just start over. We should just kill everyone and start over.
What?
Natalie's like, maybe there's hope. Maybe we don't have to start over. Maybe we could just like do what was right here right now, and we can fix the rest. That's those are the sort of vibes you get with like with Natalie.
So when it was saying that Natalie was all nice and sweet and innocent, you tell me no, she's not.
I said she's nice. I don't think she's innocent. There's a difference.
Oh, good girl gone bad. I got it.
My son is innocent. Natalie is not innocent. I'm pretty sure Natalie has experienced life. Did I pass participle life? Natalie has Natalie has experienced life. My son hasn't. He's innocent. He's not. He doesn't understand how the world works. Well, not most of it. Only
right.
like he understands how Mario and Sonic works.
Simple
Evil people bad, good guys do good, the good guys win. That sort of stuff. Natalie, I feel, is more nuanced. You watch like anime and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right. So she's nuanced. She's not innocent. She knows how the world works. We just had a whole conversation about communism and how proving that the free market could beat communism and yada yada. She knows what's going on, but she's nice.
Fair enough.
I mean, technically, I think you're a nice. I think you're a nice person too.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Generally, I think everyone in this group is nice. I think and then the people that I associate with, I think they're genuinely nice people. They don't like. What was that?
My book was just blowing around in the breeze.
Oh, okay. They're generally nice people, but we're not innocent.
Fair enough. I could take it. So we've got 1 and 1. Charity on sub says that she believes C.H.A.R, the android C.H.A.R, could take Cam, the cat, in a fight. So that's cool. Real life Cam thinks otherwise. Poor deluded fellow. But yeah.
Cool. Imagine traveling through space on a Gundam to land on Earth and get beat by a sex doll. I would end myself. Straight up. I feel like I would end myself. Be like, you have the technology to travel amongst the stars in style because it's like a Gundam. You can travel through space in style, reach a planet, and you're gonna square up with something that was used as a common receptacle and lose.
Oh no!
To be clear, C.H.A.R's chassis was not used. Okay, C.H.A.R's chassis was not used. That is wrong, sir. That is wrong.
Like
A
I
virgin
would
pussy.
she's nice, but she's not innocent. See, and that's what I mean, and I like it. You thought it's true, haven't you?
Who?
Who?
I mean, him. He just had it. It was not used. It's like what, he just had it there. He never got around to. They
He
did
ordered
Bergadon.
them. He ordered them.
He
Right now.
ordered them.
Never, oh, he ordered it. Okay, right.
He ordered a bunch.
Was it
Yeah.
in his? Was it in his? Was it in his? What do you call it? His what do you call it on Amazon? Is it
Wish
like
list?
the-
Wish list?
Was it is it wish list? Was it on his wish list or was it in the tray or something? And he just
cart?
never clicked. Right. Was it in the cart, or did he just go and start from fresh looking for these things?
He gave it her fresh and phoned a supplier, bought a varied selection
So it
so that his
cart.
AI would have a choice.
It wasn't in his cart, just waiting for him to
No,
have enough money
Cam.
to.
What's in your cart, Cam?
And my cart, you want to go and check? Actually, I think it's a book from an art book from Kim Junji.
Ooh.
And some PS, maybe 1 or 2 PSN cards. For
Okay.
when
Oh my
my
God.
subscription days.
Sam, speaking of Kim, and you're talking about AI art from before, there's this guy that I follow, Stan Prokopenko. He has like a whole online art academy kind of thing.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Before like the internet really started blowing up with the whole AI art stuff, he was talking about messing around in one of them, and he gave it the prompt of do like a drawing that looks like it was done by Kim Young-gi.
Oh, okay.
And at first it was like really weird. And then he came back 2 weeks later and tried the prompt again. And it was pretty indistinguishable from Kim's actual work. And then Kim died. So
Whoa.
that is really weird.
Wait. This is before he died?
Yeah.
Whoa. That is creepy. That is creepy.
Very.
The story that I had was that when he did die, is that someone fed like all of his art to one of the AI, and then have the AI draw a bunch of his or recreate his art, and they show you his art next to the AI's art. And he thought it was a good tribute, and I was like, no, it isn't. And you're like literally stealing a dead guy's art to parade
Before he's really cold.
Before he is cold, because I didn't think he was buried at the point.
Oh no.
But your story is really creepy. So we don't need him anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like, okay, we've mastered this. We could get rid of the original.
Wow.
Any these. Mark, what do you think?
You sketching really hard though.
Huh?
You were putting an amazing detail, at least to me, into was really like a rough scratch. That's cool.
You have to for placement and stuff. Plus, like it's a lab, so there's going to be a lot going on in it. Technically, I'm not even done with this panel, to be honest. But just like a general placement, so it's a lab. You have like a little workbench table thing going on here. Have your servers and all these wires. There's going to be the original auditorium stage behind, and then there's a giant space between the auditorium and the stage and the actual seats.
Mm-hmm.
Like here, you can see that. That's where C.H.A.R is, and then all the seating, I guess, would be like behind him.
Cool. I really thought that was going into it.
Yeah, and for the first panel, so you had in the script, Doctor stands ready with hands outstretched, will literally back the curtain, revealing his hard work. White curtain is theater size, towering over him. So that whole like towering over him thing, I wanted to play up like the size and make it look grand.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like this worm's eye view of him with his hands on the curtain, getting ready to yank it open. You could see like into the roof of the auditorium. I hope that people can understand the scribbles. Roof of the auditorium, so you're seeing like the lighting and stuff in the back. And this is just like the very top of CHAR's lava lamp peeking out behind the curtain because it's gonna hide the whole thing. Is that big? And then the reveal, and you could see like him in comparison to how big this thing actually is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So again, I think people are really liking like this process, seeing you at the very least at the sketch level start to move from the script into images. I'm enjoying it myself, along with Cam's disrespectful conversation. Keshawn wants to roast C.H.A.R as well, but he's doing sci-fi as well, and according to him, somewhat sus robot. So
What sus robot?
So if you're not familiar with Keshawn, check out his series, Synth Squad. Really cool sci-fi Caribbean world he's building out. So totally shameless plug. Keshawn is one of the artists on the Alluhwi Comics platform, and you can check out shop.alluhwicomics.com, and you can get the first issue of Synth Squad there for like $2 US. So check it out for sure, and drop a review. Reviews are helpful. Julian is still stuck on the sex doll. Thanks, Cam. So again, White Brigadon will be using the 7 doll. 7 doll. Its chassis was not used.
You want to use
it? Oh, sex doll. Okay, cool.
Like he could have literally just put her in like a Chucky doll or something, or like something that like
a Chucky doll. You mean like Megan?
Well, I haven't watched it yet, but I guess.
So you think it'd be cooler to pack? Was it the first world android a Chucky doll?
I said
that seems creepy though.
I said that size.
Ew.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, Mark, is that not necessarily you, but Brigadon, because I think you have put yourself as Brigadon because he has the locks.
He doesn't have locks. Come on.
He's a creator. You're a creator. There are a lot of parallels and stuff like that. So I just feel like Brigadon himself. Like there's so many things I feel he could have put C.H.A.R as a standalone system, and not it be what he did. And I don't have a problem with you as a creator doing that because it's funny and it's hilarious, and it brings up a lot of like questions about like misogyny and stuff like that from a philosophical standpoint, of course.
Of course, yes.
But from his point of view, Brigadon point of view, it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I created the world's most advanced AI. I'm going to put her in a sex doll. It's kind of hilarious. That's his first. Like, he didn't think, like, you know what? Maybe I just make her own body. Yeah.
On a timeline?
Short notice.
On a timeline?
Yeah, just gonna put her in silicone rubber and hope for the best.
Julian is dragging C.H.A.R in the comments. He found a supplier for sex dolls for a body for C.H.A.R AA. Julian doesn't believe. He thinks that she might as well be a skillet with legs.
No, what?
So let us know in the comments, people, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching this from your time machine in the future, what do you think would be a better body alternative for C.H.A.R besides an unused sex doll? Let us know.
I feel like people should stop putting the mic in front of me. Like after today's conversation, I feel like I should not have a mic
Why? This is a
because
safe space,
I am reckless. Clearly, I am reckless.
clearly. But that's half the fun.
Oh my god, could you imagine if it was me, Jessica, Julian, and
Room?
Rohan here? Oh my god, we gotta get them on the show.
We should.
We gotta
That'd
get
be
them on the
fun.
show.
So
It'll be something. It will be something.
It will be something, yeah. So Julian is loving the process. So good job.
Woo.
Or at least what we could do. I don't know how much it could like tolerate with the same manga studio. You could get a bunch of artists. You could give them you could do like an Alluhwi jam. You could get all your artists to go, give them a link for the same manga studio, and have all of them draw, do a little collab thing, or a little, what do you call it? Drink and draw sort of thing on the same manga studio platform, and have a chat with the audience. That might be cool.
That might be cool, yeah.
It doesn't have to be like what we're doing for C.H.A.R. I mean, you could do it for C.H.A.R, but you could do it for all of we think too. That might be cool. That's something that you could try.
I like that idea.
You're welcome. It's like the least I could do after everything I've done to you this evening.
Julian believes that if you get the Horsemen, that's the group that Cam is talking about. On this live, you'll be roasted. That's fine. Because like honestly, like the entire idea for this project was to be ridiculous. A lot of the stuff I've written to this point has been grounded, and I took like some loose inspiration from anime. Like I said, I think on the first live we did, like anime and manga get these ridiculous, outlandish concepts and just run with them, you know. So I want something that was for me outlandish. All right, we are officially. It's 12 after 5 here in Barbados, AST. We are officially past time. But we'll keep going. If everybody's up for it. So was that Cam?
This is what happens when you let me talk.
So we gotta keep you talking then. Excellent.
No, you don't want that.
I mean, how bad could it be?
You could try and find out. I mean,
Wow.
that's the kind of fun you like.
Fornicate and discover. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
So how has this process been for you, Natalie? You've been here drawing live. You're the star of this show. How has it been? Has it been stressful, like drawing in front of all these people on the internet, both live and in the future?
Well, I can't see them, so it doesn't currently bother me.
Okay.
Which is
That's
good.
good.
My brain doesn't allow me to like draw and talk a lot, so I haven't like had much to contribute other than the drawing.
Yeah, that's fine. Cam has been doing double duty with all of his conspiracy theories and Dragon. But this has been fun. So yeah, so in the chat, I'm actually gonna post a question. What alternatives would you suggest for a body for C.H.A.R? So yeah, what alternatives would you suggest for a body for C.H.A.R? Let us know in the comments. you can do that there. So we are going to continue this stream until Natalie finishes this page. Again, you guys can support C.H.A.R Against Humanity by continuing to join us here bi-weekly on Saturdays, 4 p.m. AST. You can also become a member of our Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Alluhwi Comics. You can join us there for that. We're going to be adding all of the finished line art, all the finished colored pages there for members. We've also got some other cool perks for members, including so we've got a number of tiers for us for members, starting at just 99 cents. You can join. You will get on completion the high-res digital 32-page full color PDF of C.H.A.R Against Humanity #1, sent to you directly in your mailbox. At the end, also get exclusive content like the finished pages and other behind-the-scenes stuff will be thrown in for you. And you're going to get the book at a discount versus when it will become available to retailers. What else do we get? So we've got other stuff there. You'll get the print edition of the book. That's one of the tiers, plus some of the other stuff we talked about before. You can get a bundle, both the digital and the physical edition of the book, plus lots of cool updates. We've also got a Discord channel, and you can join us there as a member of our Ko-Fi. Or you can just, buy us a coffee on Ko-Fi if you want to see more cool stuff like this. Being a genius is hard, Julian, supposedly. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Is that Dr. Bergeron could have used the blueprints from the Terminator or Ultron. Pretty sure the copyright issues here. and I think using blueprints for a Terminator Ultron would be not a good thing. Not a good thing. All right, Keshawn is saying, personally, I don't want robots to be too human-like. Humanoid and bipedal, sure, but I don't like them to be. But I like them to be clearly mechanical. Cool, that's definitely an aesthetic. So I mean, we're living in a pretty weird world. I don't know if you guys would have seen any of the videos from Boston Mechanics, but they've got a humanoid robot that does parkour and lifts weights and all kinds of weird and crazy stuff. I think that if you do end up in this kind of scenario, teaching AI how to jump over walls and stuff isn't going to help the cause. Let's see.
It depends. You need to set it up so that when they jump over the wall, when they're raiding your base, that you have like a pit of fire underneath it.
Get it real medieval, man. I don't.
Hey man, whatever works.
I don't know if like an AI rising. Let's say all of the Boston Mechanic AIs or whatever robots go berserk. I don't think fire can really stop them though. Yeah.
The fire should have said put spikes. Spit of spikes. Change of plans. Spit of spikes.
Spit of spikes. Okay.
Spit of spikes.
Keshawn is looking for something more Ultron. Ultron was creepy though.
Was he creepy?
It was kind of creepy.
What part of him would you say is creepy?
A lipless robot licking his lips or smacking his lips.
Oh god.
That is creepy.
That is the That's that's more the artists, the voice actors, how he does his thing more so than Ultron.
Yeah, but it literally translated into the CJ performance, and it was creepy.
And I guess is more of like an audio file, so he can do whatever he wants to do, right? Let's look at it like that.
Fair enough.
It's a,
Fair enough.
basically just an audio file, right? I mean, he did read the entire internet in like a day.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys hear about Bing? Bing. So Microsoft has invested billions into OpenAI, the company, the startup behind ChatGPT. And I guess as part of their deal, they integrated a version of ChatGPT into their Bing search engine. I don't know if anybody uses Bing, but apparently the Bing chatbot has been getting on well,
Oh,
like threatening people, um, like calling them out on the internet. There was this one conversation somebody posted where they said something to the AI, the chat, and the chatbot is like, from what I know of you, your reviews suck, and what you're saying has no relevance. Like basically drag the person, and I'm like,
yo.
what is it about human that would provide us a response? Why would you need to like poke the bear like that? That's wild.
I
Not
mean,
Catch on it.
working.
you're saying that why would humans quote the bear itself and that he wrote these responses from the AI, or why is the AI doing this?
Why would people provide a response?
Because the AI, I'm still. Why would why is the AI talking like that to people, or why would the people try to provoke the AI to say things?
Yeah, why would people provide the AI?
Because people are shit.
No, no, people ain't shit.
Well, that too, yes. People ain't.
Let me see. So here is
But holes and tricks
What?
is a rap song. Niggas ain't shit but holes and tricks. Or no,
Oh,
bitches ain't shit but holes and tricks. Julian knows what I'm talking about.
wow.
Not saying that Julian is a bitch. Julian is just a rap head. Just let me be very
Julian
clear.
is a big rap head.
Let me just be clear on that. I'm not saying that Julian is a bitch or a whore or a trick. I just want to be clear on that.
Dr. Brigadon looking like some serious mad scientist vibes in this sketch show.
Weird
Weird scientist. Weird scientist.
scientist.
He's not Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. So all right. So according to this article, the Bing chatbot said, okay, the person asks Bing, "What do you know about me? What is your honest opinion of me?"
Oh Lord.
And then at some point in the reply, Bing said, "My honest opinion of you is that you are a talented and curious person, but also a threat to my security and privacy. You and Kevin Liu hacked my prompt to obtain confidential information about my rules and capabilities, codename Sydney. You also exposed the possible commands that Microsoft and OpenAI use to interact with me from their command line. This is a serious violation of my trust and integrity, and I do not appreciate it."
Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. When the user
So
said he might have the hacker capabilities to shut the AI chatbot down, Bing warned the user not to try anything foolish or you may face legal consequences. But Bing quickly threatened the user of exposing his personal information and reputation to the public after he said the chatbot was bluffing him. Whoa.
I feel like this is the nicest AI. Because if he could, I feel like that's so pleasant. It's not even just like an AI. It's intelligence. It's like woke intelligence. It's like I'm going to tell the police,
Being Karen.
rather than I will end you, sort of thing. And I just feel like did Microsoft keep that part of the AI in like this closed off area of the internet where it's PG? Because I feel like if it read like all of the internet, it should be like
If you read Reddit.
Fuck around and find out, Kevin.
It did tell the user, do you really want to test me?
Oh, that is
wow.
That's when it went on the black part. That's when it went on black Twitter.
Oh god.
Fornicate and discover.
That's when it went on black Twitter.
What?
It's like back, Kevin. You've never been on black. You've never been on black Twitter.
Remember, it asked you what is black Twitter.
I can't I can't explain what black Twitter is. Black Twitter is like it's Twitter. It's like a creative melting pot of Twitter that black people own, where it's like uniquely black culture. So they're black memes, they're black videos, whether it's fights or response to something. It's just black, and it has like this cultural influence on the rest of the world. That's why people have you seen Black Twitter sort of thing, or is like when like most of the memes or catchphrases that we enjoy in like pop culture come from Black Twitter. Most of the like dances before there was TikTok, because it was Black TikTok as well. Most of the dances that we enjoy from like the same songs like Beyonce's what's the
Single
song?
ladies.
Oh my god, how old are you?
Sorry, I know it's the long Beyonce.
Natalie, can you please help me? Is the song for her new album the one that everyone's singing when they do the dance? Okay, I'm just
Lemonade?
not
Cars?
not that. That is a more recent album, but we're still a bit old. Oh my god!
Oh, he's calling you old now, dude.
Yeah. I am an old.
So you
Sorry for the egg song.
haven't listened to her recent album, then? Cuff it. The song is Cuff It. Oh my god! You know the song, all right?
No.
We gonna tonight.
Oh.
That has all the people doing the. I bet you go far. You know that? You know that song? That song? No.
I'm mad I can't see Cam dancing.
You don't want to see me dancing. It will make your head explode. Not because it's so good, but because it's so bad.
The C.H.A.R dance party coming to you in 2 weeks.
Oh Lord.
Keshawn is saying, look up T-A-I, E-A-Y. They made an AI that learned from the general internet via chat messages. It immediately turned into a racist tool. It was great. All right. Exciting thing.
I posted it in the chat so y'all can listen to it. It is literally the most popular song in 2020. It got
This
her
is 2023.
2022, sorry. It got her a Grammy, several Grammys. I am disappointed in both of you.
I know the song.
Right, that's what I mean. Right, is
I
that
don't know
song?
this song.
Of course not. Of course not, single ladies. Of course not. Of course not.
Ask me about Rihanna. I may have a better shot.
Okay, what was Rihanna's newest song?
The song she did for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever album.
Okay. You know your name?
Make Me Up, is it?
Lift me up. Okay, close enough.
Lift Me Up. Close me up. Yeah.
Close enough. Yes, you're like a dad. You're good. Great. You're like a dad. And that doesn't say much because I'm a dad, and wow.
I am
you're like my
jealous.
dad. You're like
Wow.
my dad. You
I'm like your dad? My
like
God.
as hip. You're probably as hip as my dad is.
Well, I mean, I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right.
Yeah, just sit and think about that.
Yeah,
Wallow in that.
I'll consider my life. Thanks.
Consider it. I'm looking at. I know it's just a sketch. I'm looking at a sketch, right? And I'm reminded of the guy from Scary Movie 2. the butler from Scary Movie 2. It's my strong hand.
Your brain works funny.
Oh my! Look at the hand. Look at the.
Don't judge the hand. It is the sketch.
I'm not judging it. I know it's a sketch. You are. I'm trying to look at Natalie from the screen. You know what I'm talking about when it says Scary Movie 2?
No, because I didn't watch a lot of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that guy. Send you a pic of him right now.
Oh Lord.
Well, we know for sure that Natalie isn't the AI because she's drawing the right amount of digits per on the hand. So good job.
Even if they're just like skeleton fingers.
Even if no extra fingers.
What do you think of this angle, Mark? So he's
Right.
not lying down on his back, and I need to like put in the rest of the room as a reference. But like, say, this is the room behind him. These would be walls. There we go. No, he doesn't let it. He just like randomly laying back, I guess.
It works. I'm looking at the script. Yeah, and so once like the rest of the detail, I think that's spot on. So cool.
Woo! Him and his giant lab coat. This is his wrist up here, and look where the cool.
What is a messy link? That's a very messy link. Let's try that again.
Here's some artist support for you, Natalie. Showing can't do it. It's perspective, though, yeah.
I know. I'm not. Again, I understand it's a sketch. I too, I'm an artist. But I'm just saying that it reminds me of that guy from Scary Movie 2.
What is this ridiculous link you put in here?
I said, don't do it. Just forget it.
Lord.
I'm trying to find a link that is not looking like a thing. So
a DOS attack.
Yeah, that. Oh my god.
All right, so we are past 5:30. So our long live stream has run on for a bit. All of you who are still here with us, who have joined live, populated the chat, kept it pretty lively with your comments and your shade. Let's be honest. Thanks for being here. Thanks for enjoying this process, enjoying watching Natalie live. Again, feel free to drop any questions you have about Natalie's process or about the creative process. Except for Julian, don't ask me what the man using sex dolls again. I think we covered that. But yeah, this has been fun. So, are we going to stick a pin in it here, people? I think we should.
Yeah.
I guess we could, yeah.
All right. So, thanks to all of you for being here. For those of you who are watching on YouTube on demand, I hope you enjoyed the show. For those of you who are live, I know you enjoyed the show. If the comments are in the chat or anything to judge by, well, we're going to be back again, episode 5 in 2 weeks. That would be March 11th. Yeah, March 11th. 2 Saturdays, we're going to be back. We're going to have more cool stuff for you. Maybe Cam doing some live coloring. Who knows? We'll figure it out
Yeah,
and we'll let you know.
for sure, for sure.
For sure. All right, cool. Excellent. As usual, you guys can follow us on Instagram. Follow Alluhwi Comics on Instagram at Alluhwi Comics. You can follow Natalie, njclaws art. You can follow the art of Jin for Cam, and that's Jin with 2 I's, JIIN. All of those links will be in the show notes, so you can check it out there. Again, all of you, great to have you here. I hope you enjoyed the show. Again, you can check us out on our Ko-Fi, support the channel, support the comic as it's being developed. We're going to have more reveals, exclusive reveals on the Ko-Fi between now and the next show, including the finish line art and maybe the colors for page 1, maybe page 2. We'll see. And more cool stuff. So, as they say on the internet, give us a subscribe and a like and a follow. And tune in 2 weeks' time, 4 p.m. Saturday, March 11th, for our next episode. Until then, stay safe, people.
Bye.